you're moving the goalposts like that. Like what you're saying has never been discussed before. Actually, what's going on in the case, even if we want to go with the narrative that he was suing Kendrick, everything not even that. The situation is it's not unprecedented, but there's been very few artists, high profile artists who have gone against the label in in this kind of way. And what I realized was about why people don't like. I realized why people don't like the lawsuit. I figured out. I figured it out. I figured out your game. I want you guys to think about like the time when you were younger and you had in one of the first times you had like a lot of money in your pocket. Let's say you got a lot of money for your birthday, right? For most young people, that money is all they have. But they will, if not all, try to spend half that money that same day. As an adult, could you imagine getting paid and then not for bills, not for things you need to do, but just spending half the money on just whatever, right? I want you to think about how hard it would have been to get you to not spend that money. Because what I want you to imagine is the impulse. Imagine the feeling, imagine the impulse, right? Imagine how hard it is. So impulsivity or whatever, that's a part of like biases where you feel like I want things to be this way. I have this idea in my head, I want to act it out or whatever you do, right? And so one of the reasons why people don't like this lawsuit is because if they thought Drake was going to just lose, and then they wouldn't be talking about it. If Drake was just got washed and everything he did was just trash, they wouldn't be talking about it. They wouldn't, because again, the ideas and thoughts that people express online, whether they're genuine or not, I mean, there's a reason why you want to spread that idea. You're putting it, you're posting this comment or posting whatever you're doing to sway the opinions of others. Because for the most part, this was a lot of I really felt like, especially for white folks, I feel like it was a bit of a peer pressure thing, or like a like group think thing where it's like, all right, well, a lot of black people are saying this about it, so and a lot of people try to look at it from the standpoint of who's blacker and who's more of a nigga, but not blacker as in who has more culture. It's about who's more of a nigga. I'm gonna tell you something right now. Black people are very invested in the light skin versus dark skin thing. When for the most part, that's an issue that dark skin and people, basically non light skin people, have with you. You don't walk around necessarily talking ish about their complexion or making assumptions about them, or you know, like a light skinned guy is not going to have a dark skinned friend and just always like accuse him of being emotional, always asking them, you know, like why you so mad? Hey, can you calm down? You're scaring me. You know what I'm saying? Or asking him, hey, can you sit in the back seat? You know, you're very dark. You sit in the back seat. I don't, I have tents in the back and everything. I don't want you in the front seat. I may get pulled. No, like light skinned person is not going to, like, you know, or even play on those kind of things. But people who are not light skinned swear. They fucking swear that, you know what I realized too, and I've been hearing this forever. Women cannot take L's. Okay. Actually, I'm sorry. We got to watch this one thing before we get to the Jim Jones shit. Oh, I'm gonna get a free one. Where is this at? Okay, I gotta open it from right here. Okay. Sorry. I hate to keep y'all waiting. Where is it? No, I don't forgot what I was looking for. Guys, what was I looking for? Damn, what was the video? Oh, here we go. Well, hold on, y'all. Oh yeah. Just Ricky, you got me for the whole night. Baby, we gon' get it right. Oh yeah. So this was from a reality TV show, and so this went viral again, and what you can see on the screen, let me make it a little bigger, so you guys can see. So I mean, honestly, this is like one of these things where um you have a feminist that's looking to be offended. You know what I'm saying? And look, it's for the most part, these kind of people, for the most part, want other people to feel inferior because the more you talk about colorism, the more that you suggest that a person who's dark skinned should always suspect a lighter skinned person as having a negative opinion about them or just whatever, but just basically having a negative idea of them, and then that makes them have a negative idea of them, and you make them paranoid of each other. You know what I'm saying? Just like that's why the whole calling everyone racist and not having a clear definition for experiencing racism, you know what I'm saying, in this country. Because for the most part, what you see a lot of women do, because like women for the most part can't take L's. So one of the reasons why you hear black women always talking about basically it adds up to shit's not fair. And you need to make it fair or make it easier for me. Basically, in so many words, I don't want to compete. I don't want to compete. So if this light skinned person is doing better than me, and it's just because you're closer to being white, and that's why you're doing. You know what I'm saying, and rather than imagining that maybe people just don't like you, right? So in this clip right here, you're going to see old girl go first, Brittany, and then the dark skinned girl's going to go after that. You know what I'm saying? And so even from there, you hear him say, "Oh, the obvious colorism in the room," and more than ever, it's becoming more clear to me that women be fucking projecting on men like crazy in a way that's what is disturbing. Because I remember for the longest time, I never thought about the logic of claiming that black men just want white women, or how much black men want white women. You know what I mean? And I always think like, wow, like I've never felt that way, and I've never had any friends that ever expressed an overwhelming desire for white women, or talk about plotting on getting a white girl, or how you're going to get a white girl, or saying, "Yo, I'm gonna start dating white girls." It could happen, but I've never, and I know a lot of black folks. So it's not like I'm freestyling. You understand?
Get up and get out of the relationship, and sooner or later, her cookies get crushed.
Cookies get crushed over here. So everyone in the comment section was basically just saying, "Yo,
sooner or later, her cookies get crushed."
So they were trying to make it about because she looked better, and they all was horny and this and that, and what else they were saying, but basically just leaning on the idea that this girl was overlooked because of her dark skin. We're gonna go ahead and play it and whatnot because I don't want them hating on me, so I'm gonna minimize the join. I don't like no weedish. It must be in the secret. Oh no, you make up with a boss. No worries at all. I can give you everything you need.
Your future bright, shorty. Your future bright.
The music was bright.
Smartest move of her life.
I knew
She has the same beat. Oh, Kaya.
So y'all be able to hear the difference in R&B and hip hop.
Shots fired.
shots fired.
Kaya and I, we had the same beat. I wasn't trying to be mean or catty or anything. I just had.
Yeah, listen, you saw her step off with that dress. Now listen, I'm gonna keep it a thou with you. This is business. So shorty getting ready to rock and whatnot. And disclaimer, I think what she had was pretty dope. Okay, first of all, y'all gotta realize that they are kicking it. Niggas been drinking, niggas been smoking and whatnot. What they gotta understand is that their ear is based off of what would make the most money. It's the look plus the song and how you sound. Everything that's wrong with that girl voice can be fixed in the studio. She sing. I think she was singing that live. You know what I mean? So I could be wrong. I'm not sure, but I think she was singing it live because she was performing it and everything, right? So anywho, let's go ahead and play. I want you guys to see her get up.
I had to put it out there because I had to save myself.
Kaya, you better deliver, Kaya. I believe in you, Kaya.
Well, you can have my heart and all my love. I'll give you back because I ain't with the judge.
So off the rip, you know what I'm saying? Yo, you listen, you see that, yo, these are great vocals, right? I'm not sure if they started from the beginning and whatnot, but yo, those are great vocals. And I agree. The record is good. I'm saying, but we're hearing a snippet of it, right? I'm gonna let some more of it play. I'm starting to stop it because I don't want no problems. Fair use, please, fair use. So she said we should fly away, we should run away, right? Those are not bad lyrics. And again, I'm not saying that it's bad over that track, but that's a hip hop track, right? Even the lyrics are they're not adults enough. They're not, mature enough. Those are pop lyrics, right? Also, again, that's a hip hop track, and she's singing. Again, it's not. I don't think it's bad, but in terms of a record you could sell, the vocals and everything that doesn't really necessarily. It's not bad, but it doesn't necessarily. That doesn't sound like a record the way the other song sounded like a record, and it was appropriate, and there was some flows going on. You know what I'm saying? And again, it was like hip hop R&B type shit. You feel me? But anyway, I just want to kind of break that down a little bit before you hear more.
Yo. That wasn't the best platform for your voice.
Nope.
You have a unique voice. And Britt
Yeah, it's the same beat.
did sound better than yours.
They like mine's best, so it is what it is.
Every time you present your music, you better be a superstar.
My song is original. I wrote it myself. Brittany used the same exact melody and the same ad-libs. You didn't change anything. I think he was so blinded by the butt that he's not even paying attention like that. Brittany,
see, and this is what I'm talking about. Matter of fact, and we're going to stop it right there. How about they just didn't like you? That's life. You're an artist. That's not what this is. It took me years to learn that with battle rap. So you it's really hard. It's really difficult to outgrow validation. You know what I mean? And it's not so much that you don't want people to give you compliments, or it's going to stop hurting if you feel rejected. But that's why whenever you present, you got to be more concerned with your execution of your performance and putting the work out there. Also, the artist does not stop creating until they stop breathing. Meaning that there's no one thing you're going to create that means the work is over. The idea is you create and let them tell you what part of it is good. Shout out to Andy Warhol. Because you'll never create anything like that. And you'll never make anything dope. Because you're trying too hard. You know what I'm saying? So, and actually, again, like, if you think about if you would have heard this on Spotify, and if you think about which record could go further, which record could have more reach, which record will be more successful, yeah, you would say Britney's. She made a point about how Britney didn't change very much, and I agree with her on that. But unfortunately, it's not really relevant here. Actually, what she did was she took something that already worked. First of all, she made a good choice for herself. I think what old girl did was also dope too. But Britney made the choice for what she can do with her voice. You know what I'm saying? But also her lyrics were also more sexy, and the song was more sexy. You know what I'm saying? Whereas again, like I said before, the other girl's song was more pop, and that's what they made. They didn't say it was bad. They said that wasn't the best platform. They have to pick between the two of y'all. It's a competition. It's about, all right, if I have to pick one, I'm picking this one. And also, yes, the image does matter. You have to compete. Listen, there's an episode in Baki, right? In the Revenge Tokyo, where I think his name is what's the dude name? The dude with the that was a cyborg, man. Doyle. And he's talking to Strider, he's talking to Agent Strider about like basically a fair fight. And he says, you know, I think they start talking about what's ethical, and he says, "Well, like, yeah, you know, but like, what if?" Strider asks him, "How would he feel if a dude pulled out a gun?" And he's and Doyle says, "If you think you need a gun to win, then use it." And no, I'm sorry. He cuts him off and says, "That would be fine with me. If you need a gun to win, then use it and do what you have to do." You know what I'm saying? Because I think the conversation was about how it's unfair for him to be fighting people, and he's a cyborg. Like, he has like implants, he has a bomb in his chest. You know, he has blades in his elbows and his knuckles and stuff like that. A lot of shit. He got hooks and crazy shit, right? And I realized that, yo, that's life. You cannot get caught up in, and again, it's something you only can learn from men. You can't get caught up in what other people's advantages are. It's some niggas that's 6'2", I'm 5'10". It's some niggas that got natural six packs. I'm a big boy. Some people are born rich. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. Everyone has their gifts. I have mine. I have my advantages. You know what I'm saying? But that's a part of a man's journey, and those are the kind of ideals that only a man can implant in the people around him. All right, because as I get older, I really see like, yo, the difference in women who have never had a long-term relationship and women who are not married, and the difference in the behavior and the maturity. Because that woman, if she's around a man, she's constantly getting feedback on her interaction with the opposite sex. Most of the time, when you interact with a woman that's married, not all the time, but most of the time, she at least has manners. Right? I'll at least say you're less likely to get into a confrontation with the married woman. Most of the time, you know what I'm saying? Especially if she's not a sister. But anyway, like I was saying before, like the way that people defended the song in the comment section and whatnot, again, this is the whole, you will move the goalpost based on how much you like someone or how much you don't like someone, and they say, all right, well, I don't like you, so I want to root for this person and whatnot. You know what I mean? And I'm like, yo, yeah, she's ready to go. She's ready to be packaged right now. Even the outfit the old girl had on, that when you singing, you're supposed to be as sexy as possible. Only dresses. You got some pants? You going up there singing with pants on? You tripping. Even Beyonce don't wear clothes when she sings. A lot of times she just wear shorts or some kind of get up. You know what I mean? But all that stuff makes a difference because, again, this is a business. It's not about. It's not America's Got Talent. It's not American Idol. These people, shoot, Lil Yachty said Caribou was in the hole $900,000. I'm not sure what they spent that money on, but these labels put a lot of money into these albums getting made. A lot of money. And a lot of times they don't make no money. Right? So anyway, sometimes people don't like you. You have to be able to deal with that shit. It's okay. There's other people outside of that room and the person in front of you. That's the beautiful thing about this era. If you're an artist, the person in front of you and their opinion, it's important. It can be important if you care about that person. But the world is so much bigger than them, and you'll never make any money just rapping and singing for the people in that room. There's other people who want to hear you, and this is the thing, and this is why it's really important. I mean, Angry Man made a really good. You know what? I'm gonna start doing reactions to Angry Man, because Angry Man be having so many fucking